welcome to today's Demo Jam featuring sales apps. And I tell you what, this is going to be a fun Demo Jam because we've got a whole bunch of demos that have never been seen before on the Demo Jam. So we are going to be learning things together about each of our demoers today. My name is Jeff Grosse. I'm a Salesforce MVP, and I'm joined by my fellow Salesforce MVP, Joshua Hoskins. Joshua, how are you doing today?
Great, Jeff. How are you? Hey, Amanda.
Hey, we are all together again. This is Amanda Nelson from the AppExchange. She is our regular co-host, question answerer, person who basically holds the whole Demo Jam together. And it's great to be together again for this, our sales Demo Jam for April, May. I'm in the right month now, May 16th. So we want you, our audience, to follow along live on Twitter. You can use the hashtag Demo Jam. The reason you'd use that is to tell people that you're watching the Demo Jam today, and you can also ask questions out there. So if you use the hashtag Demo Jam, you can ask questions of our demoers today, as well as putting your questions in the GoToWebinar question area. Today's participants are going to be including Valuetext.io, Sharetivity, Clearbit, Conga Collaborate, PROLIFIQ ACE, and DemandFarm. But we can't have a Demo Jam without a few rules. And to tell us about the rules of the road, Joshua, take it away, my friend.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Really appreciate that. Okay, so every Demo Jam contestant gets 3 minutes and 3 minutes only. Each contestant is not able to use any slides whatsoever. We want to see all the cool and sexy things about each of these apps. We really want to understand the value that they can deliver to us in making us more effective and efficient when using the Salesforce platform. And at the very end, there will be one winner and only one winner that will have bragging rights for the trophy for this month.
Awesome. This is exactly, that's how we started out. We also want to give our audience a little heads up. You're going to hear a few animal sounds throughout it. Those are our little warning symbols. When you hear a goat, you're going to know that they've got 30 seconds left. So they're going to kick it into high gear to make sure that they don't hear that elephant at the 3-minute mark, where we literally cut them off and tell them, you know what? We appreciate everything we saw. We're going to talk just a moment about it. And then at the end of all of the demos, we are going to invite our panelists back, and we're going to ask a question of each of them. So please be sending in your questions all throughout the webinar today, and we will try to answer them at the end. So without further ado, we are going to start out today with Clearbit. Salesforce, of course, as you know, it's the backbone of your business. So the data in your records, it has to be correct. With a suite of products for instantly enriching records, finding new leads, and increasing conversion, Clearbit is here to help. And to show us exactly what Clearbit can do, I've got Ashley Taylor. Are you ready, Ashley, for your 3 minutes? As soon as I actually have to get my clock ready here. I wasn't ready right away, but I'm going to get it going right now. Ashley, you ready?
I am. Can you hear me and see my screen?
Let me see here. Let me switch over.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Excellent.
And your 3 minutes begins now.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. For those of you in customer-facing roles on the line, raise your hand if you hate entering data about your contacts and accounts in Salesforce. I can't see you, so I'm just going to assume you all raised your hands, the source being that I am one of you and my hand is way up. The Clearbit application in Salesforce empowers you and your team to instantly and automatically enrich leads, contacts, and accounts with up to 85 different fields. Clearbit works in real time, so your data is always up to date. Let's start with the email address mark@salesforce.com. And let's say this is a randomly selected email address and I know nothing about this person. I create a lead with this email address only. The lead is created. Now let's see what Clearbit can do. The moment I refresh, as soon as it loads, we'll see all the data flow into this lead record. So wow, it turns out that my totally randomly selected lead is actually Mark Benioff, the CEO of Salesforce. And now this lead record is enriched with data about his role and company. We see that he's the CEO, we have his contact number. We also now have robust firmographic data on Salesforce, like their industry, Alexa score, employee count and revenue, as well as technographic data, like the fact that Salesforce uses Google Tag Manager and Pardot. This works for the CEO at Salesforce. It also works for other roles at other companies, even small companies, even startups. It not only helps an AE or SDR have more personal conversations with customers and prospects, it also allows for more sophisticated lead scoring and routing. You can see that in our own lead scoring logic, we'd rate this as a hot lead. Finally, nothing torpedoes a deal faster than your champion leaving, so we surface immediately if the contact is no longer at the company. Since we're pinging the email server directly looking for an indication that the email is no longer valid, we can present when someone has left an org before they update LinkedIn. There's also a widget where I can see a quick snapshot of who this person is, what this company is, and it surfaces recent news as well, giving AEs and SDRs a really natural way to reach out. What if we want to find more contacts? The Prospector tab gives us a quick glance to see who else at the account might be a close fit, and we can create records directly from here. In the interest of respecting my 3 minutes, I'll go straight to our Prospector application. In Clearbit Prospector, I can find the accounts that fit the parameters I sell to, like employee size, technographics, location, or revenue. But here's where it gets really interesting. Clearbit Reveal, our product that unmasks anonymous web traffic and enriches those IPs with the same company level data we just saw on that lead record. I can prospect based on which companies have visited my website recently. In this case, I can see the accounts that have visited clearbit.com in the past week. These are the companies I want to prospect. Let's say I sell into ops orgs and I want to connect to someone who's director level or higher. I'm able to find these contacts in Clearbit Prospector, and I can choose the ones that are most relevant and the best fit. I can then directly create leads, create contacts, or export to a CSV if my use case is more around demand gen. That's Clearbit for Salesforce. Thanks for checking this out. We really can't wait to get in touch with you and learn how real-time data can make your entire Salesforce experience more impactful.
There, right at the end there. Good job, Ashley. You know, when I was looking at this, well, first of all, I'm a Disney nut, so you think the idea of a prospector, which of course makes me think of Big Thunder Mountain, and you know, I like that. I like putting that in there, but I was actually quite amazed by what you did there. So this whole idea of you only put one little bit of information in by putting in the email address, suddenly it comes back with so much extra information and fills it in for you. I mean, that is so important to everybody out there to get the current information, to not have to go out and search for it yourself. So great job with the demo. We are going to save our questions for the end, but Ashley, great job. And I'm going to hand it over to Joshua for our second contestant today.
Hello there, everyone. So second up, we've got Conga Collaborate. So simplify your documents, contracts, and e-signature with Conga's digital document transformation suite. With us today, we're joined by Marcus, who will be showing just how Conga Collaborate can help us save some time for all of our sales users using Salesforce. Marcus, are you out there?
Yep, this is Marcus.
Awesome. Marcus, you've got 3 minutes on the clock. The time is yours. You can start now.
Great, thanks. So what we'll walk through is using Conga Collaborate to, as a salesperson, really get more visibility into the documents I'm using during a sales cycle, provide a better experience for my customers when they're buying from me, and also save time by eliminating extra emails or back and forth of files. So as a salesperson, what we'll end up with is the ability to see the level of detail of who's interacting with my documents, even down to the level of how long they're viewing individual pages within that. We'll circle back to that in a second and show how we got there. Starting from my opportunity, I'm going to go ahead and create a document, which will take all of that data that we've already been tracking, we've already quoted and priced, and use that information to automatically generate a proposal document that we'll send out to our customer. Part of that buyer experience we're able to do is really differentiate the documents we're sending. And that's what we see here is this web-based proposal document that's merging in Salesforce data, allows me to use embedded video and show more advanced Salesforce data such as CPQ quote line items or opportunity line items and display those in a pricing table. Not only that, but I can personalize this on the fly so I don't have to download and re-upload just to make a few updates on the fly. I haven't even left Salesforce to do this. Next up, we'll go ahead and send this out to our customer. We'll add our main contact that we already had tracked in Salesforce and deliver that to Mandy. Once we've delivered that proposal over to Mandy, we'll take a look at what Mandy actually receives here. So she'll receive that branded email that matches the look and feel of our document. She'll see a really similar view to what we just took a look at as the sales rep. And now, as Mandy, I'm able to go through, view that same interactive content that we previewed, view the pricing, and easily accept the document based on all the terms and pricing that was sent over. While this is happening, I'm being instantly notified as the sales rep via text or email that Mandy has jumped in and viewed that document. And I'm also able to get those tracking stats that we started with to see how long Mandy was spending on each individual page. Once Mandy's ready to sign, she can go ahead and use electronic signature to very quickly and easily sign and execute that proposal quote that we've sent out to her. Once that document's signed, I'll be notified of that along the way. And back on my opportunity in Salesforce, we'll see that in just a second here, it'll update my opportunity to close one automatically. I can see all of my previous documents.
And just like that, your
That's
time's
it.
up. Thank you so much, Marcus, for showing us this demo. You know, there are a couple key things that I took out here that I want to point out. Is just one, the overall experience for not only the end user using Salesforce, but also the customer on the other end. You guys have really transformed that whole entire experience due to the fact that you can include live video in your proposals, as well as personalize them without having to modify the template. I think that's always something cool to sort of add a touch of personality to a standard proposal, as long as it's within you know, standard compliance, that is. But being able to do that very easily, drag and drop, and also the video, I think is quite cool. So thank you for showing that to us today. All right, so like Jeff said earlier, do you want to be able to keep mindful of your questions? We'll be asking questions a little bit later, answering questions a little later on. So hold on to your questions, go ahead and put them in chat. And Jeff, who do we have up next?
We have got DemandFarm. DemandFarm makes account planning tools for B2B companies right inside of Salesforce. The tool helps in understanding complex accounts better, planning for growth, and tracking those plans. And the analytics from this aggregated account plans provides deep insights for the leadership and sales teams. And I gotta see this, frankly. I've never seen this app before, so I am looking forward to Mithun Raj giving us the full demo in 3 minutes. Mithun, are you ready for 3 minutes to begin?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks a lot.
All right, let's kick it off now.
Great. So hi there. I'm here to showcase DemandFarm Scam Suite. Our product is aimed at B2B organizations who have a very clear sales of account expansion. So if you're looking at sales tools, specifically in account planning, where you want to eliminate the clutter of Excel sheets and PowerPoints and bring in efficiency into your key account management process, we're a perfect fit. For this demo, I'm going to adopt the persona of John Smith, an account manager who manages an existing large customer, Novo Nordisk, and has to grow this account by 6 million in 2019. Great. But before I begin my planning process, I need to analyze some important information first, starting with the org chart, which gives me a visual canvas of contacts within my customer organization. It helps me identify the champions, as well as detractors, and also key individuals who own budget in 2019. I then move over to landscape functionality, which gives me visibility of the white space in the account. I have the business units of my customers spread across my products and services to give me a visual cue of where my existing pipeline lies. And then I can then map out existing potential prospecting opportunities in upselling and white spacing in the account. Before I create my plan, I would update an existing planning template set up by my sales operations team. I love the fact that DemandFarm adopts a variety of sales planning templates and doesn't necessarily thrust its own format on us. I know my business better than anyone, and I like it that the tool keeps it that way. I begin the planning by using the functionality to assess relationship and attractiveness, and then look at analyzing competition in the account, as well as identifying potential collaboration needs internally, and then eventually set the revenue goals for the year. A lot of this in the past was driven outside Salesforce, but now using DemandFarm, it's all in one place. A Monday morning review with my boss, no sweat. I can simply use the tool to present directly or extract this in the form of a PDF. It saves me tons of time, and it's awesome that it acts as a single source of truth. And if my manager wanted to view aggregated planning information spread across multiple accounts, DemandFarm has a set of pre-built dashboards already created. He can slice and dice the data the way he wants it, and also use the filters to view information on specific account managers, specific accounts, regions, etc. This is the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more here than meets the eye. If you found this demo interesting, we'd love to give you a detailed discussion and demo around it. Our primary focus is to make key account planning ridiculously easy. Your account, your sales planning process and templates are software. Thank you.
Excellent job, and you had 14 seconds remaining. But Mithun, I got to say something. You had me at the first visual there when we saw those dials. You had me thinking that you guys were going to dig into some deep visualization of information. And my goodness, we saw that all over the place. When we think about white space analysis, the relationship mapping with the context that you have in there, it really looks like you have a huge amount of visualization capabilities to be able to understand better how this account grows over time. And even that example of saying, hey, we got to be able to build this out to a $6 million account over time. Those things are difficult. Well, it's easy to track data in Salesforce. It's hard to visualize it and make it useful. And so being able to go through all of those assessments, bring it to a manager, being able to put it out there as a PDF, frankly, I am amazed by what I saw here, and I hope that our audience was too. So Mithun, great job with your 3 minutes, and I really appreciated your demo today.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, over to Joshua to continue with our next demo.
Thanks very much, Jeff. Back again, and in the hot seat this time, we've got PROLIFIQ ACE. PROLIFIQ ACE is an intuitive sales enablement and digital content management tool delivered natively in Salesforce, and it helps bridge the gap between sales and marketing teams by helping reps become the trusted customer advisor with great content that embraces the buyer's journey. ACE is a enablement. ACE is a sales enablement that complements Salesforce instead of competing with it, increasing your team's odds of success. And joined with us today is Emily. Emily, you're out there.
Hi, Joshua.
Great. So Emily is a director of customer success at PROLIFIQ, and she's going to show us how PROLIFIQ and Salesforce can make teams win and increase those odds. Emily, take it away.
Okay, thanks, Joshua. Okay, everyone, breaking news. In our first annual State of Salesforce Sales Enablement Report, we found that Salesforce customers overwhelmingly ranked increasing win rates as the top goal of Salesforce sales enablement programs. And they cited digital content management for sales as their #1 investment over the next 12 months to achieve this goal. So let's jump in and take a look at how ACE helps a rep increase their odds of winning more deals, all from inside Salesforce. So as a rep, I start my day in Salesforce just like millions of sales reps do every day. And I'm going to prep for a meeting with my prospect, Carol White, based on our conversations thus far and the fact that she clicked on some content I sent her using ACE a few hours ago. So I think of my ACE homepage as my content cockpit. So I see some great new content marketing has featured here, as well as my own favorites. So we used to have all of this content in SharePoint, which was like trying to find a needle in a haystack, and it's so much easier now with ACE. So since I'm going to talk to Carol about our Boketo product, I can either browse and search all the Boketo product content, or I can do a quick search by title or tag or asset type. I can also browse my playlists. I love playlists. They've saved me a ton of time, and marketing has done an awesome job of creating these mini collections of content, whether it's around a product, a persona, a use case, or even a stage in the buyer's journey. Plus, I can create my own playlist or use the ones my team has shared with me, which our sales leaders love because it's reduced ramp-up time for our new reps, and it helps us all elevate our game. So now back to prepping for my meeting with Carol. I can easily rearrange, customize, and preview all of my playlists. So when I'm ready to present, I add my contact, and I start my presentation. Then I can choose to jump to a specific piece of content based on the real-time flow of the conversation with Carol. This flexibility is crucial in helping me get to the next step in the sales process because my time in front of customers and prospects is usually pretty limited. So the meeting with Carol went great, and now she wants me to send the flyer on the Q2 promotion we're running. So here I'm just going to quickly find the promo sheet, and I'm going to send it to Carol. I just start to type in her name, the email template I want to use, personalize it, and send it off. And having this content I need with my synced with my contacts, my accounts, and my opportunities all in Salesforce has been a huge time saver for me. Plus, all of my emails, opens, clicks, and my presentation activity is automatically logged back to Carol's record here in Salesforce. This info has really helped me tailor my follow-up because there's definitely no second guessing on what content is resonating. Finally, I like to check out ACE dashboards to see what content is helping accelerate my deals, and with marketing using the data to create more content I need, we're seeing more winning hands.
I'm so sorry. Not just quite did you not get it under 3 minutes, but you obviously showed a lot of great things there. I want to focus on those just a little bit here. First is the grand finale, like the fact that you're able to look at the reports to understand which content is working, what content isn't working, so that your marketing team is focused on delivering the best content for you to leverage. I also would like to give you a shout out for catering to sales meetings with customers not necessarily going as planned, and that happens a lot today. So the fact that you can put your multiple playlists together, which I love that too, you're like shuffling music around, but you're shuffling content around specific to your client, making sure that you have the right information at the right time. However, meetings don't always go as planned, so you can definitely in your solution switch back and forth between the content that works as the meeting does flow. I thought that was an awesome call out, so kudos to that. Thank you so much, Emily, for helping us present PROLIFIQ.
Thank you.
Jeff, who do we have up next?
We are getting ready for our 5th demo, but basically, hey, if you're out there in the audience, stick around. We got 2 more demos to come. Your questions are going to be answered at the end of all 6 demos. And we want to make sure that you stick around for the voting because it's important that you cast your vote for who has done the best demo today. And next up, I've got Sharetivity. Sharetivity exponentially increases your sales team's outreach conversion by making personalization easy. I have never seen Sharetivity before, and to show us exactly what it can do, I've got Ankesh Kumar, who's the CEO of Sharetivity. Ankesh, are you ready for your 3 minutes?
Yes, I am.
Let's kick it off now.
Thank you. I'm Ankesh Kumar, and I'm going to show you how Sharetivity improves your prospects' buying experience, which will directly impact your close rate. As you can see, I'm in Salesforce Lightning here, and I'm in Mark Benioff's record. And in this record, I've got a lot of information, social signals, etc., that I can use for personalized outreach, like the tweets he's done. He went to USC, so obviously the college sports, etc. And you'll see I'll demonstrate this is going to help you with personalized outreach. So what Sharetivity has done is built chatbot technology that can be used in the appropriate scenarios to make the interaction between the prospect and the sales organization smooth, allowing for two-way communication and allowing the prospect to do it at their leisure. All I have to do as a salesperson is select the chatbot. So for example, if I'm doing a pre-call discovery or prior to a demo, I can just hit the copy button. It'll take this and I cut and paste this into the body of an email. In the interest of time, I've already done this in this email here. So this is what my prospect would see. I have to put something obviously compelling in them for them to engage. They hit the let's chat. And we're put into a chat environment where now I'm talking with Mark here. You see that I've just thanked him for exploring Sharetivity and getting his approval to get started. He says, sure. And as you can see, what I showed you in Salesforce, we have the social post that he did, the tweet. And this is what you do in normal life, right? You say, hey, I saw your social post. Then you'd ask, how's your day going? Mark's going to be a little cheeky, saying, not great. And so I click on that. And as you can see, what we do as we design these chatbots is dovetail them into our solution. Well, we want to change your day. How would you like to double your prospect engagement using social selling tools? He's not an easy sell, so he's not going to say, yes, I'm in. Now, tell me a little bit more before I move on. Well, would you like to easily access the social posts of your prospects with personalized outreach like we're doing now? Yeah, that would be interesting. How about if your prospects are talking about your solutions or issues that they had that your solutions could solve? Would you like to be notified? Well, yeah. Well, what about increasing your engagement 3x by using that? Let's schedule a call. He's like, okay, this sounds interesting enough. So hits this, and this automatically goes on my calendar. It sends him a calendar request. And by the way, all this content obviously is posted into Salesforce. As I mentioned earlier, we also sort of want to do personalized questions. So he's got a personalized question for me because the thing that got him in the email was social selling. So he puts in social selling, and what we do is we go out here and then get information from our CMS, our blog, talking about how we're thinking about social selling. You know, in terms of user adoption, we're seeing our prospects participate over 70% with these outreach chatbots. And I don't think that surprises you because, you know, if you're familiar with LinkedIn messaging or Gmail, yeah, they have quick replies and suggested responses. So I think, yeah, it's just something the users expect. That's it. Thank you for your time.
I tell you what, it's a good thing that I put myself on mute because I audibly said a what when I was seeing this come up because I have never seen this kind of a chatbot before. And frankly, that is super cool. The idea that you can do an outreach, you have it pre-programmed to be able to interact with your prospects, let them ask and answer, well, ask questions, provide the answers based on the scripting that you have there, being able to track it all inside of Salesforce and even things beyond what we saw today. It looks like it's a fantastic tool for reaching out like that. Again, something I never saw, wasn't expecting. So, Ankesh, great job with the demo today.
Thank you.
Joshua, it's your turn to take it away for our last demo.
Awesome. Just want to remind everyone, stick around. You'll be voting later. One person, only one person is going to win the sales trophy for this month. So stick around and also be writing down your questions so you can ask them later on. All right, next up, we've got ValueText, valuetext.io. They are a plug-and-play app for sending SMSs from Salesforce for marketing and appointment reminders. And with us, we've got Krishna. Krishna, you out there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, thanks for joining us, Krishna. I guess the audience is eagerly waiting to see your demo on SMS. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Thank you. This is Murli from ValueText. The ValueText SMS is an app where you can send text messages like SMS from the Salesforce automatically. Like I just opened this contact and I just want to send a text message for this contact where you can see the right side. There is a box where you can send the SMS. You can simply pick up the template. These templates are dynamic where it can pull the data from a related from the contact, and then simply click on the send SMS button. When you send a message, you can able to see the history in the SMS outbox, what messages you have sent, when you have sent everything, and when he reply, you can also able to see incoming messages, and it automatically linked to the contact or lead or account or any custom object based on his incoming message and the number. It can automatically pull up, and you can also directly do a chat with your customer. I mean, your customer need not install any of the app, so you can directly chat with your customer with a normal SMS where you can simply type a message and then send it. So when he reply, you can automatically get the message, and you can also see the sound pop up. You can able to directly reply from the Salesforce here. And you can also send a message from a group of contacts where, for example, I just opened my contact list. I just selected a related list, and I just selected a group of contacts. I just selected 50 contacts here, and then simply click on send SMS button here. It just pop up a screen where you can see here, simply select the template. These templates are dynamic. You can include a number of fields where you can also pull up the relation fields. You can pull the data from a contact and everything. So you can see that there is a powerful option here. You selected 50 records, but the list we have selected is having 4,607 records. Do you want to send a message quickly? In one single button click, simply click on that, and then you can see the preview here. And it can also identify if any bad data, if the number is not there, it can identify and then mark as a hold, and then simply click on send SMS button here. You can also schedule a message, and we have one more advanced feature which is not there in any other app, where you can simply, you can also schedule a message like you can pick up a date and time, and then the advanced option here is you are in a different time zone, like EST and your customers are into CST, you can also send a message as per the customer time zone, and this message will be delivered on India time zone at 1. You can also follow up a message. You can also set up a follow-up message, like for example, this guy has to pay some insurance premium payment is pending. So you can also set up some automatic rules where insurance premium status is unpaid. You can also define wait for 1 day and then send this message, wait for 4 days and wait for 7 days. Like you can also set up some automated follow-up rules which can be executed automatically whenever this get changed. These follow-up rules.
And time's up. So sorry, Krishna, you didn't make it, but you did show a couple of great things in your app, and I want to point those out today. One is the ability to inline chat with your customer. I think that's super powerful today with on demand and customers wanting answers to their items immediately. And also for the users on the other end, they're able to kind of see everything happen in that one window on the contact related. So I think that's super awesome. The other thing that I caught up is the ability to personalize your SMS message by saving time using the templates that you have in your application. I also think that's super cool.
Thank you.
Krishna, thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Jeff, what's next?
Well, we've seen all the demos today, and they have been an amazing bunch of them. Frankly, Joshua and I were talking before, and we've never seen most of these apps before, so this is fantastic to see their demos. We want to now find out from our audience what kind of questions you guys have sent in. So Amanda, I'm going to turn it over to you to ask a question of each of our demoers today.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. We could also open up the voting so you can vote once while you're listening to the questions and be a part of it. So I'm going to put the vote link in the chat right here, and you can also see the voting link on the screen. Now, the voting is one time only, so make sure you make your choice. And if you demo today, you cannot vote, but everybody else can. So go ahead and get those votes in. And, you know, while you're thinking about your vote and who you feel is the best demo, we're going to start at the top with Clearbit. Clearbit, the question is, when you, can you tell us a little bit more about some of the companies you've worked with when implementing your technology, and so just maybe some quick success stories if you can?
Yeah, absolutely, happy to. So we our sweet spot is going to be companies who serve the B2B markets and those who either, if not in an English-speaking company, at least one with our shared alphabet. One of probably the most powerful use cases that I can call out is companies that have both a strong self-serve as well as enterprise workflow, because it can be really hard to parse through those kinds of leads and understand which should be directed to self-serve, which should actually get a sales process. So companies like Slack and Asana and gosh, I'm getting nervous being doing this live and kind of blanking, but Slack, Asana, Segment, Intercom, Admiral, companies like that can be one of the most powerful use cases, but really any sort of organization that can sell better when they're powered by better data could be a success story.
Great. Yeah, I think that's, I know that could be a long answer. So I think you did a good job of summing it up. That's great. Now, folks, keep your questions coming. We're going in order, but feel free to pop them in. The next question is for Marcus at Conga. They want to know how easy or difficult it is to connect everything together, because you showed a lot of amazing things. You showed how technology can work from soup to nuts when it comes to generating the quote, sending it, signing it, all of that. Is it easy or tough to set all that up?
Yeah, so one of the things, mostly in the demo, we focused on that sales rep user experience and the recipient experience, but we've also put a lot of work into the admin side of it. So going with the mantra of clicks, not code, there's a lot of pointing and clicking to choose which data you're using, to set which pages should show up when, building those if statements, and things that you might have usually done in SOQL queries or code would just be some point and click setup for building out those documents or building what data you're using in them.
Great, thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
And guys, please feel free to vote. We need more votes. It's pretty close. It's neck and neck. Please vote. What's the next question we have out there, Amanda?
Sure. Yes. The next question is for DemandFarm. And the question is it possible to get account financials to create account plans?
Yeah, great question. Absolutely, yes. So we're conscious that many B2B organizations at times have their financial and billing information outside Salesforce. And in order to drive increased Salesforce adoption, we look at bringing that integration via DemandFarm. So as you drive your planning process, what are the actuals, what are the recurring revenue, in addition to the planned revenue and pipeline, is something that we incorporate as we drive account plans.
Perfect. All right, the next question is for PROLIFIQ. The question is, how do you make sure reps only see the content pertinent to them?
Hi, Amanda, this is Emily. Great question. Because ACE is native in Salesforce, we can leverage Salesforce permission sets to ensure that reps only see what's relevant to them based on their business unit or geography or role or whatever that might be. And ACE also has additional permission sets that our customers can leverage if they'd like to do that as well.
Perfect, thank you. All right, Sharetivity, the question is, can you share some of the results you're seeing with that cold outreach using personalization?
Yeah, as I mentioned, it's, we're seeing over 70% participation. I think that, I mean, and I just want to preface that with saying that, that's assuming that people click on the link. I think, the challenge of everyone has is subject line and body to actually make them participate. But I think, adding a picture, making it personalized, and once they're in there, completion is over 70%. So, I mean, it just makes the experience so much simpler. And as I also mentioned, it's just kind of pervasive right now. Gmail has it, LinkedIn has it, and so people are very familiar with it. So it's not really sort of something new to them. So the adoption is exciting.
Yeah, for sure, that is very exciting. All right, Value Tech, last but not least, you did a great job today. Thank you. The question around SMS, do you support other SMS platforms such as WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger?
Yeah, so we are, that's our upcoming release. We have a WhatsApp channel where the customer can interact directly from their WhatsApp to the Salesforce. That's in our next release. And we just develop everything, and then we are just waiting for the Salesforce approval. Our system and everything is ready. We're going to launch in a couple months.
Well, that's exciting. Safe harbor, but very excited for you. All right, those are all our questions today, guys. Back to you.
All right, well, this has been a super fun demo jam, and the results are in. And before Joshua announces our winner today, we have to have a little bit of a drum roll. So everybody get ready.
And the winner is Jeff. This is your contestant, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to you.
All righty, everybody, give a big round of applause for Sharetivity for winning today. So come on back on. You want to give a little acceptance speech here? I think you did a great demo. Tell us a little bit more about your plans now that you've won.
Well, I'm going to go to the pub. I think I'm going to get a pint of beer.
That's a very welcome and a very deserved thing.
The weekend starts now. Thank you, guys. I just want to say thank you to my team, especially Vivek. He's been working, all-nighters to put this together. So I appreciate it. As you all know, all of us working in startups, it's all a team effort. So I'm just here. I did the easy bit, 3 minutes of work, but there's a lot of hard work behind me. Thank you again, everyone. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, Ankesh, you did a great job today, and I want to make sure that everybody goes out and checks out all of the apps that were demoed today. You can always go out to appdemojam.com. That gets you to the page that shows you all of the past demo jams that have gone on. You can watch this one, and actually I'm going to let Amanda tell you about the details of how you can watch those in the future, and etc. Take it away.
Yeah, that was a great demo jam. We saw so many different technologies. Of course, in that 3-minute time, it's so tough, but all of our contestants stepped up to the plate and did it. you can join this webinar. Again, you are already registered, so just come back, same time, same place, every third Thursday, and we'd love to have you. Our next theme is coming up, which is customer service on June 20th, so join us for that. But we also have other exciting things, including London World Tour, which is next week. So if you are in London, definitely come out. I believe it's sold out, but we'd love to have you if you can join us, where we have another demo jam. Then we have 3 demo jams happening at Trailhead DX, one around Salesforce Labs, our free apps where employees will be demoing, and then 2 partner demo jams similar to what you saw today, focused on developers and admins. So that's going to be awesome. And then again, yes, June 20, same time, same place, join us for the next demo jam. Thank you so much for coming. You can follow along on what happened today with hashtag demo jam on Twitter, and also check out our YouTube channel to watch this recording. Thank you, Jeff, Joshua, congrats, Sharetivity, and all partners for being part of this today, and have a great day.
Bye-bye, everyone.
See ya.